Hey, it's Jang here from the unofficial LEGO Hero Factory MOCs blog and Bionicle Untold. And in this video, I'm going to be looking at this guy. He is Drilldozer. He is one of the villains, the just kind of frontline regular villains from the LEGO Hero Factory line. This is from the second major release series from Hero Factory that first started coming out in the United States in 2010, the end of the year, and should be out around the world by early 2011. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the box and take a look at the major parts that are inside and start building them. Alright, first of all, looking at the instructions, I always like to go here first and just see how complicated it is. By how long the instructions are, we end on page 26. So this is a medium size, medium difficulty build. This is one of those sets that gives you two bags, one big bag with larger parts, and there are plenty of them, and then one smaller bag. This actually only has a small number of parts, and it's mostly those new spike pieces that are used for detail. Okay, and as with my other Hero Factory 2011 set reviews, I'm not going to go through and organize every single thing and look at every single part. You'll be able to find plenty of photographs online, I'm sure, where people have laid these things out and showed you every single part in great detail from every angle and whatnot. So I don't need to duplicate that effort all over again. But I will just point out a few things that kind of stand out and catch my eye out of all this. First of all, the mask for Firelord. Drilldozer. Oh, yeah. It's one of those masks that actually has two faces on it. You just flip it around, and it's just molded in a different color. So this is actually Firelord's face, and this is Drilldozer's face. This is the one that we're going to be using. And this is built with a Glatorian translucent head, and it's going to look like so. Pretty mean looking. Got a little bit of angularity, a little bit of kind of spikes, streaks going through there. Kind of a jaw. It almost looks like he's got large teeth. Very villainous looking. Did a good job of capturing evil into that face. A whole bunch of the new armor pieces that snap on to ball joints. This is a piece that's also shared with Firelord that I like very much. Just the detail in that piece is great. And this is a new one that I haven't seen yet. Again, another armor piece, and this one attaches, unlike most of them, this one attaches with two, or a maximum of two of those ball socket joints. Cool. A lot of flat face on it though. Looks like this one will capture your fingerprints easily. Then he's got some, how many? One? Is it just one? Looks to me like there's just one unique piece to him with the printing on it. Drilldozer's a special print. This is not a sticker. It comes just like this, as you saw. It came right out of the box. Of course, Drilldozer has a drill bit, which is here. I don't know this for certain, but I believe that this was used in one of the miner sets, M-I-N-E-R, miner, like, you know, coal mining kind of thing, from the LEGO system sets, not from Technic, not from the action figures, not from Bionicle, but from system. This does look familiar. It's just a big drill bit. And for the body, he's using the same body as the heroes. It's this skeletal little thing right here that focuses on using ball joints and ball sockets for connecting things. Of course, the armor has these pieces that can connect like so. They can also connect in the center like this. And for most of the joints, you've got an assortment of different sizes and shapes of ball and socket joints. This is the smallest one that they make. There's nothing that can be attached to this other than a ball here or another socket at this end. There's no pinhole, there's no axle hole for it. There's a one size larger, but instead of having the open ball end that's completely exposed at the end for 360 degrees of motion, this one only has, or really focuses on motion in one along one axis like this. You can't rotate very much like so. Again, no axle holes, no pinholes, and then this is just a slightly larger version again. This one has the freely open ball at the end and 2 spots for pins to go through. And you've got an assortment of those. Plus, you have a couple of these guys, more new parts for Hero Factory for winter 2010 or 2011. These are interesting. I'm sure there are a lot of things that you'll be able to do with these for mock building. They put quite a lot of ball on here. It's not just, it's not a halfway sort of thing, and it's not cut off on the end. Securely attached there. I'm sure that these are going to be very useful parts and highly sought after on Bricklink. So there's Drilldozer for you, all completed and pretty much posed to the way that he's supposed to be. Pretty good looking character as they go compared to other villains in this series. I kind of like it. This particular printed piece sticks out as a little bit of a sore thumb for me, just because it has a little bit of a theme and a little bit of a texture. It doesn't really feel like it goes with the rest of the character to me. But all in all, you know, it has a fair amount of flat area with the body, but there's enough texture around most of it. I like the use of the kind of flame exhaust from this drill. I guess this, you can consider this to be sort of the motor for the drill itself. I love the fact that the drill bit spins on its own. They added a lot of texture and character with the use of these spikes. They're kind of like little bits of flame coming out. Depending on how you look at it, it's either solid or flame. You've got the Thornax launcher. I'm still going to call it a Thornax launcher or a meteor blaster coming over the shoulder, which is a little bit of a nod to the Vorox with this one, right? With the kind of a tail coming off the back. I don't know if that's really supposed to be a tail or if it's just a mechanical arm that's attached there. The right arm had to use, they had to double up for the shoulder to give it extra strength. I don't think they actually needed to do that, but they wanted to make sure that the drill, because it's a little bit heavy once it gets to sticking out all the way, wanted to make sure that it would stay in place. That's one thing that they've definitely done between using a slightly different material, possibly slightly tighter tolerances for all of the joints for these new series. They've made it so that it's easier to pose them. Let's look at the articulation. I'll just start where I was. So this guy can go, zoom out a little bit. The arm can go back, can go forward. Oh, there we go. Can actually go straight out. That's cool. You can point up. You can point it almost straight out to the right. That's cool. Oh, no wonder. This ball joint came off. There we go. That's more like it. Still, lots of range of motion there. Very good. You can put it all the way across the front of them like this. You can almost bring it up. You can bring it up to his chin like that. Lots of motion there. This arm is fairly free. He's got a little bit of a melee weapon here. No hand on this side. Lots of motion. Of course, the launcher is on its own thing, has several joints to it, so you can point in any direction. The legs, just single joints there. They are good joints. Look at how far that can tuck in because of the design of the armor that they use there. Lots of range of motion, an older style of foot, but still, this guy is very playable. I like that he has a melee weapon over here, which is a full contact weapon for striking with. He has a ranged weapon. He has a specialized weapon, which is also up close, but it has some motion to it. As the villains go for the 2011 or late 2010 Hero Factory sets, as they're concerned, this is arguably my favorite. I like the number of pieces to it. He's a little bit on the short side is the only thing. They tried with the original Hero Factory releases to make much larger villains than the heroes, but in this case here, it's relatively close. I mean, he's wider, he's got more bulk, but as far as the height, it's pretty close. Particularly if he crouches down a little bit. There's a lot of motion of the head too. I forgot to mention that. You can stand it up because there are a couple of joints underneath of there. You can turn in any direction, can twist, get some attitude going there. That's pretty cool. The only thing that I don't like here is, as with all of them, just don't look at it from behind. It's just not going to look good at all. Lots of raw, just freely open joints just showing off, and somebody else's head facing backwards. Every single one of these is like a Lego system minifig that has two faces on it, except with the minifigs you're supposed to cover one of the faces. Here they didn't, but that's okay. It's not so bad as long as you don't look at them directly from behind. This is Drilldozer. It's set number 2192. Hope you enjoyed having a look at them. Hope that you will please subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. It is Lego JANG on YouTube, and also check out some of my blogs. I'll be doing all of the set reviews for Hero Factory in 2011, and also some new mocks, as well as ones that are already up there. I'll talk to you again soon.